Hello everybody, welcome to set 2. There was exactly 30 seconds in between that break, I want to point out. So definitely not breaking any of my rules thus far. Actually, I did have to break one of the rules. I did not start exactly at 7 o'clock, but there was a good reason for that. I had to get Greth to set up a channel for me on Vent. And I do apologize for the ghetto way that I'm running this thing, but yeah, nobody's listening right now anyway, so it's not going to matter. But when you guys watch this on YouTube later, if you guys watch it on YouTube later at all, you're going to know that I'm very sorry for the ghetto way that I'm doing this. But hopefully next time I'll have a Ustream account, and I'll have Camtasia and all kinds of stuff. Anyways, let's get on to this. Look at that record, 4-7. You can see how many times these guys have met. This is Flash on the left, Stork on the right. This is going to be awesome. This is such a good way to start my freaking commentating marathon. I do, however, think that a couple people wanted to commentate these games, and they're all like, yeah, man, let us commentate with you. Woo! I love KTF. I love Samsung. But you know what? They're not awake. 7 in the morning, and you're not awake and ready to do it. Just not good enough. Just not good enough for me. Anyways, let's get into this game. I'll give you guys a little bit of background. Not that you need it. This is Stork, and this is Flash. Yeah. Not playing on the best map, actually. Although, I'm going to say something about this later in a second. But the map is Outsider, and I'll talk about that in a second also. But these guys have met 11 times, apparently, according to their statistics. I had no idea exactly what the number was, although I probably would have guessed something around that number. Stork is smashing everything. Obviously, he's Stork. He's got, I don't even know, something like a 70% win rate or something like that. And if he doesn't, he probably should have it. He's probably just gotten unlucky or cheesed or something like that, although he usually is the one doing the cheesing. But regardless, he's up against Flash here. And I do want to say something about this map is that it's Terran favored. Everybody, I think, knows that by now. It is extremely Terran favored. Just the ability to drop around and to float your command centers, and I don't know, there's some other dynamics of the map that I don't think anybody's commentated on yet, and I honestly don't know. Usually I do know what the dynamics of the map are because I play SC quite a bit, but I have no idea what it is about this map that makes it Terran favored. Usually you could find it right away, like the high ground on Lost Temple or something like that, but I have no idea exactly what it is, but Terrans seem to win a lot on this map. And what I wanted to get into or say real quick is that I want to see Flash win. Flash is one of my favorite players, and I think the world of Pro StarCraft needs somebody to dominate. I know they've got Jaedong right now, but I think they need at least one other person to rival him so that when they go up against each other, they can just fill the stadiums full of people. So yeah, that's the case. That's what I like to see, and I think Flash, and I love a good Terran player, and Flash is definitely the man to do it. Anyways, he's walling in, and Flash is walling in, and he's mining off of 3 SCVs on his gas, so he could be looking to do a fast 2 factory push. We're going to have to see here, and we're going to have to see if this probe is able to get in here. I doubt it. He's a pro player. I think he should know how to wall in properly where it's completely sealed off. Yeah, there's the first factory going down, and he has switched to 1 SCV on gas, which is more typical of Flash. He usually does not like to do these very quick, aggressive builds unless it's against Bisu, and even if it is against Bisu, he doesn't like to get to factory tech. He usually just gets to his barracks, and he somehow gets the barracks behind the mineral line of Bisu without him knowing it, and then throws up a bunker or 2. And there's Luxury looking very pretty. Usually he's honestly one of, in my opinion, the ugliest players, but regardless, there he is now, and he's looking all right. So yeah, maybe they'll send him in later. I'm assuming they're going to send him in later, seeing as how he's won the most recent title. If you don't throw in your title holder in a Pro League match, then I have no idea what the hell's going on anymore. So yeah, this is Flash going for a typical FD build. He's going to set up his expansion and float it down. I'm assuming he's going to set it up on the high ground. And yeah, this map is actually pretty decent for defending your natural. Also, I noticed how close the minerals are to the raised platform. And it looks like Flash is actually taking the far right side build. Oh, this could be this is actually the FD build in its prime right here, and he's actually going to fake the FD build stands for fake double, so he's faking a double factory, but he's actually setting up an expansion. And Stork is still gonna be in the dark about this, and he's actually gonna think that there's a fake or a fast double coming in here because Flash is not going to be taking his natural, and he's not going to know about the side base for a while. The tank is going to pop out, however, and he's going to be able to fend this off. You're seeing this aggression here, but yeah, there's the tank. He's going to be able to fend it off, and actually Flash lost an SCV there, which is not typical of him. It's not typical of Flash to lose units where it's possible to keep them alive. So not too detrimental, but maybe we're seeing the beginning of something pretty bad for him. Maybe it's something not good. Maybe if I was doing this live and you guys were listening in, you could tell me another word that I could use for not good. God, it's early, but anyways, Stork is setting up his expansion in the backfield also. This is actually very strange, to be honest with you. I like the play from Flash. I'm a little bit confused about the play from Stork because he could very well, as a Protoss player, just take his front expansion. Although this could be Flash's build coming into play pretty effectively here, considering that Stork usually would have taken his front natural there because there's an extra gas. There is more minerals. There are more minerals rather, it would definitely be a lot more prosperous for him in the long run for him to take his front base here. But he could be afraid of a fast two factories. So you never know. That could very well be the case. I'm just going to assume that it is. And I just want to point out something here. Flash has set up a turret on the right side base, which is going to fend off a Reaver harass from coming in. And that observer, by the way, is now scouting everything, and he's going to go over here and he's going to scout that side expansion. If Stork decides to go Reavers, which usually is a pretty typical follow-up to observers, if he sets up the If he sets up the Reaver, that would actually be a very good thing for him, because I found out the other day that Reaver shots actually penetrate through that mineral line. That is not a solid wall off there, and Scarabs can fit through the side of the mineral line there, so he can sit there and harass all day and not have to worry about that turret, unless there was a turret on the back side of those minerals. But even then, Stork could just land his Reaver and take that out. And yeah, as I say it, there's Flash setting up that turret. And now he's setting up a starport. We're going to have to see what he's going to do with this. This map, I have seen a couple of Protoss versus Terrans on it, and drops for the Terran player were extremely effective. So we're going to have to see if Flash is, that's what he's going for here. I'm just going to assume that is what he's going for. And Flash, now, I have seen this game in the GOM TV tournament, and I have posted it on the SC2GG forums. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, because it is literally the best turret placement I've ever seen in a Pro StarCraft game ever. Like, it's the best turret placement, and I think that's what he's doing right now, is setting up amazing turret placement to defend against anything that could come in here. And those tanks now just leapfrogging their way down here into defense position. And if Flash, the other